season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Going right to work up top. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Back to throw, it's Hurtado. Almost had the completion, just missed it. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll run it on first and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Looking for a man. It's Hurtado. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped him out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the whistle, it's 1st and 5 for this offense. The give to the tailback. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now they'll try the right side. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Looking for a man. It's Hurtado. And the missed connection on third down.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
The Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Auburn.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He wants to change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It's up a fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Man, wow, what a catch. Big fella, and when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quick completion to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll try to start the second quarter by putting points on the board with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Stanford is putting on quite a fireworks show today, and they're loving every minute of this one right now on the farm. They're up 14 over North Carolina. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires left. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed, and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this offense has been completely one-dimensional. They have not been able to throw the football. Guys, they haven't thrown a completion yet. This quarterback has never been able to find himself into a rhythm. And if I'm the head coach, you got to ask yourself, how many more incompletions do I have to see until I make a switch at the position?
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
It's now 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and long. Off the play fake. He's taking the shot. Catching stride inside the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown Auburn! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And there's so many targets to focus on, so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
First and 10.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Hurtado. He uncorks one deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. The snap sets up the throw. Shoots it to the left. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Cardinals are on the move. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
The give to the back. Across the 25. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Louisville! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Might be changing the route. Now they'll run it to the right here. Finding an escape route. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the Plains.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
But when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. To the air on 1st down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here we go. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man quickly. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. Auburn lines up quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
We've talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Takes a hit as he fires. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Really tough on an offense. Third and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Wants to throw. It's Hurtado. Oh, they're after him. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Kick comes up short, and he's going to try to bring it back. And some room to work. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Give to the running back. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Pulls and fires complete. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back, go get some water and celebrate.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. So here comes the Auburn offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. The screen, he can go. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Send the tight end in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He'll try to take it back. Powers through. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the Cardinals will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it. Out
of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback.
Will take over. First and 10.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to... down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. On target. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half. Almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Tigers are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Makes the catch. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Snagged in the middle. It's Upshaw. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Punts it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Trying play action. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this...
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Louisville! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
Number 25.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Still looking on the move. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Nearly another interception. It'll be second down. Offense in a bunch formation.
Here we go, here we go.
He's got it on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Auburn lines up quickly. He wants to throw it again. And a big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Motion from the back. On fourth down, going to the air. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the connection.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it.
Turning it on! Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Touchdown, Cardinals! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Stanford is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Cardinal on the scoreboard. They're up by... He won over North Carolina. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Might be calling a hot route. He'll start this drive firing. Looking deep. Makes the grab deep. Off and running. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. They want to throw it. And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And when you're a defense, you want to string it out, right? You want to fill these gaps as fast as you can. And they did a really good job of taking away this, taking away that. All of a sudden, he gets to the sideline, runs out of space. There's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense doing their assignments.
They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's Hurtado. Bringing the heat. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
So here comes the Auburn offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. To the air on 2nd down. Dances away. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Tiger! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Hurtado. Extending the play. Got his man downfield. It's a running room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Cardinals. And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
First and 10.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. He'll take another shot here. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Bryant. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll move the tight end. Going to sling it on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Upshaw. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll move the wide receiver. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not.
There he goes. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point is good.
27.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback.
First and 10.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. Auburn lines up quickly. Making side adjustments here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Toss to the left. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Fires to the right. That catch would have given him the first down, but just a smidgen out of bounds, and wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee on fourth down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. Guys,